Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, New Frontiers, Swine Time, episode 51. I believe last episode we got everybody fed up and everybody filled up. Well, not these guys, so maybe we'll do those too with their potatoes. Okay, this could take some more slurry. Although we have plenty of fertilizer and currently, as of yet, nowhere to sell it. So we're really just making our own supply here. We're going to have enough liquid fertilizer in the end that we're never going to have to buy it, that's for sure. I do have to buy a tank or just start loading it from there instead, and I can lose the other tank. It's probably a better idea. The one thing we need to do is get some wood into the sawmill. So that's why I'm down here. Then we can move on to April, and once we get this wood in, we can move on to April and get sorghum and soybeans planted. I'm pretty sure it's sorghum and soybeans this episode this year, and we'll have enough money eventually, eventually to extend our field, possibly go into something else. Not sure what, but something else. We may just grow lots of soybeans. Since it doesn't really, we can fill up on soybeans and then sell the excess. We only really need one tree, but we might as well throw two in. And then, yeah, from there we'll be done with March finally. Really trying to get, oh well, I'm not going to pick it up where I want to, so I'll just pick it up here. We have our baler, so our manure is going to start working, which is good. That brought us up to 70. Man, we gotta get that stump grinder that Shrek's over here. This is where I wanted to pick up that last tree. Right above the bottom. Right above the bottom limb. That's where it balances. Alright, that brings us up to 90, so we're good for... We're good for the year. Okay, cool. So we can actually lose this Meridian tank. We don't need it. Yep. We can keep this thing over here. This thing does not want to load though. There we go. Yep. Although we probably don't want to keep it here because it'll be in the way. Here is a fine spot though for the moment. Now we just gotta go do our potatoing. The great potatoing. And then we'll be able to move on and get on to various other pursuits. Where is the big... Right, I found it. Why that was so hard, but it was. So we're just gonna... Do we have anything from here? Barley. Split the barley across these two. And just get this big food factory as full as we can. So about 18 in each. Be a give or take, but yeah. in that one. No, give me that. There you go. Oh, okay. So a little. Maybe we can get the rest in here. I hope. Yep, good. Okay, and now we can do, well, let's go check. Maybe there's sorghum. Nope. Okay, we are out of spare grain stocks, which is fine. We're heading into next time. Oh, we might have room in these factories for another one. Another pig farm, that is. We're getting low on potatoes, apparently. I mean, I did see it, but it's more than I thought. You know, we need a truck. Something to get to and from the house. That's pretty cool looking. It's designed too. Yeah, we definitely need that. I might as well have a trailer hitch. Alright. Wow, that thing. Right, well, we're gonna go move on to April now. But I drive home for once. And we'll move on to April. Oh, of course. But it's sunny out. Well, hopefully the sun comes back soon. This will move time forward. There. Whoa. Gravel is not a great surface. Alright, well. Yeah, that tractor was back there. We gotta go pick up the planter again and get planting. While I do believe we could easily cover everything, I am still just gonna go fill because it feels good to start with a build tool. Right. We gotta do our sorghum and our soybeans. I guess we'll just go get on that. I figure we'll get the high point out of the way first on the soybeans. And it'll be easier as it goes along, although I doubt there will be any actual trouble, but I have noticed a little bit of lag, a little bit of slowdown going up this hill. So we might as well do what we can. And it looks to me like our oak forest is actually done. Our grove, stand, I don't know, plantation, something. Anyway, looks to me like the new oaks are done in time, so that's cool. They can just sit there looking cool for a while. And we need to, once we finish off the old one, we'll come in with the Trex and kill all the stumps and probably extend the space for that one so that it's 6 rows or 4 rows or something of 20 trees long. Anyway, we're just going to get back to it and get these soybeans in. Right. We are done planting the soybeans. I'm actually going to leave this planter down here. I'm going to buy that land, and I am going to put a field in, even if I have to borrow money to do it, which I think I'm going to have to do. In fact, I'm just going to borrow 100K right now. And hopefully that was enough. Yep. All right. So I'm going to go get that plow, which luckily isn't all the way up here, all the way up at the end. It's right on the corner there, and I didn't forget. Amazing. We're going to plow that field up, and we're going to put soybeans in it, although the planting is going to happen next episode. But I'm thinking I might just extend that field, and when I swap something into it, it will get a major boost. So we'll end up with extra soybean this time, and we'll end up with extra something else next time, maybe barley. But I feel like that will be... Do need to get the Trex down anyway, I think. I'll have to replant a little bit of this field because I am going to just straight up extend it. It's just going to be a big super long field rather than cutting it into a fourth, because I don't need a fourth. I can always paint it into two separate fields if I decide I want to do that. Oh, but that was real smart of me. Let's just drop... Let's just drop the planter right in the way. Ooh, we are going to need more seeds. Alright, I'm going to do the edges. Nope, I'm going to do it all the way out. Okay. Wonder if this will hold long again, or whether I'm going to be in trouble. 270, we can go out pretty far. Right. I hit Y, so that should... See how long it gives me. I don't think I actually got it. We're just going to take it all the way out. I don't know whether I'm on a helper line or not. Honestly, it's holding the 269 really, really well, so maybe it is. I do think I'm going to need to cut some trees down, though. Yeah, I think it's actually working on the helper line. I think the helper line is actually holding this time because I'm extending that field. If I had tried to do it as a separate field, it wouldn't have held this far. Which is good. The GPS is important. I am going to have to go back and hit it again. From the start in order to catch this line again. I'm just going to go up to, even with this guy here. And I turned create off for the moment. I may have to go get the Trex though. In fact, I'm pretty certain we're going to have to go get the Trex. Not 100% certain, but pretty certain. I'm 100% certain. No, maybe not. I can take a couple of them off with. We're going to want to take a couple of these out, but I don't think we need the Trex. I think we can happily do it with the lumberjack. It's only a couple of trees. And that one's not even technically in the way, but probably be good to just knock this one off too. Yep, alright, cool. Yep. If we're lucky, we'll get all the way to the end there. 270.1 is enough of a straight line. We don't need to worry about it. But I won't make you sit through the whole plow. So I'll talk to you when this is over. Hey, all right, we are field extended. So next time we are going to come back and plant this remaining bit of the field with soybeans. Make sure I turned off allow create. Thing folded up. But this time we are out of time. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.